You ever had that one neighbor who thinks they run the entire neighborhood? Well, our HOA president, Mr. Thompson, thought he could teach me a lesson by messing with my backyard. Spoiler alert, his master plan backfired so hard, he ended up apologizing in front of everyone. Stick around because this story gets juicy. It all started when I decided to give my backyard a makeover. I added a small koi pond, some garden lights, and a wooden deck, nothing too fancy. But apparently, Mr. Thompson, the almighty HOA president, didn't like that. He came storming into my yard one morning, clipboard in hand, yelling about violations. "This pond isn't HOA approved," he barked. "You'll have to remove it immediately." I calmly asked for the rule he was referring to, but he didn't have one. He just said, "It's not in the community's aesthetic." Yeah, whatever that means. A week later, he sent a notice saying he'd be doing an official inspection of my property. But I knew Mr. Thompson, this wasn't about rules. It was about ego. So I cleaned my yard spotless, organized every plant, and even set up my security cameras, just in case. Sure enough, the next morning he showed up with 2 other HOA members. But as soon as he stepped on my freshly watered lawn, splash, he slipped, tumbled backward, and landed straight in the koi pond. The other board members tried not to laugh, but it was impossible. Mr. Thompson climbed out, dripping wet, covered in lily pads, yelling about safety hazards. He tried to fine me $500 for unsafe landscaping. So I sent the HOA a letter with video evidence of him trespassing, slipping, and damaging my pond decorations. When the board reviewed the footage, they realized he had violated multiple HOA rules himself. Turns out he didn't even have permission to conduct that inspection alone. By the next week, he was suspended from his position for misuse of authority. And my pond? Fully approved, officially HOA compliant. Now every time I sit in my backyard, sipping coffee by my pond, I can't help but chuckle. The mighty HOA president thought he'd take me down, but ended up making himself the neighborhood meme. If you've ever had a power-hungry HOA neighbor, drop a car in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more real homeowner stories that'll make you cheer out loud.